David Spears, the South Australian Water and Environment Minister, joins me for more on this. Thanks very much for your time. We heard that New South Wales is not going to give any more environmental water as part of the 450 gigalitres. It says no more. What's your reaction to that?
Well, good afternoon and thank you for having me. We are very concerned about the statements that New South Wales made after leaving the Ministerial Council meeting, because those comments were not made in the meeting. We had 2 hours of dinner last night, we had 4 hours of a meeting this morning and this afternoon, and there was no mention of this at all. So New South Wales says one thing in the room and then completely different statements are made in front of TV cameras outside of the room. You can't pick and choose bits of the Murray-Darling Basin Plan. All aspects of the plan need to be committed to, and New South Wales has to decide whether it's in the plan or it's not. Of course, if they decide not to deliver on the 450 gigalitres of water, that will initiate buybacks in New South Wales regional communities, which in turn will cause huge pain for New South Wales. I didn't think they wanted that approach. I thought they were committed to the plan, and I hope they are going forward.
So you would urge the Federal Minister, if New South Wales is serious about what they told us last hour, to have effectively hostile buybacks to get that water through the system one way or another?
Well, the advice that I have is that if states and the ACT can't deliver the 450 through efficiency projects, such as drip irrigation and more efficient watering techniques, if they can't manage it that way, the plan has to be fulfilled using compulsory buybacks. That's a blunt instrument. It's not something we would want to support in South Australia, but this river and this plan needs environmental water to keep the river system alive. A river dies from its estuary up. We don't want to see the Murray-Darling system die, and if buybacks are required, that is what is required.
So do you view what New South Wales is talking about now as effectively walking away from the plan, even though they say they're in it?
New South Wales say that they're in the plan, but you can't pick and choose. You can't say one thing in a ministerial council room, not raise these concerns in any substantive way, and then do something else outside of the room. We've heard time and time again about New South Wales' struggles and drought, and we're standing shoulder to shoulder with them. We turned on our desalination plant just a couple of weeks ago to help New South Wales farmers, to help them out during these really difficult times. But we need full commitment to the plan, and if New South Wales aren't demonstrating that, the only conclusion that I can draw is that they are walking away from it.
The other aspect of this is that South Australia, of course, has fewer water licences. They're the high security ones. New South Wales has the lower security licences. Is that the essence? Because they say we've got no more water, our farmers are out of it. Did they pick the wrong mix of licences?
I think when New South Wales decided what mix of licences that they were going to establish, they probably did pick the wrong mix. Victoria and South Australia have a much greater level of security within their water licences, and that means that when the going gets tough, we do tend to have more water available to us. Equally, in the good times, New South Wales has far more water available to their irrigators because they have chosen to take that low security approach, and perhaps they're regretting that now. But I would urge New South Wales, stick with this plan. It sustains the river, it keeps your communities alive, it keeps the environment going, and regional economies throughout the basin are sustained by a plan that is not perfect but is working.
Are you open in any way to review, whatever form it might take, with talk about whether lower parts of the system, rather than continuing to feed fresh water through, perhaps some could be given over to salt water?
No, we are not at all open to giving over parts of the system to saltwater, the Coorong, the lower lakes, and the first couple of hundred kilometres off the River Murray as you head north from South Australia would be turned saline by the removal of the barrages at Goolwa. We don't support that. Our science tells us that those parts of the river were never permanently salt affected, and so we believe that the barrages have to stay in place. Otherwise, we risk a catastrophic decline in the river's health.
Where we sit right now, Minister, considering how long this drought is expected to stretch, Is this plan in real danger of effectively breaking up from what New South Wales has said today?
I am really worried about the effectiveness of the plan going forward. I have fought so hard on behalf of South Australia to keep this plan intact. We've made concessions over the years. We've worked so hard with Queensland, with the ACT, with Victoria and with New South Wales. Turning on our desalination plant a few weeks ago was a huge act of goodwill to help New South Wales out in a time of real difficulty in their part of the basin. We need New South Wales to stay at the table. The river needs it, and I think regional communities in New South Wales have so much to lose if the New South Wales government walks away from the plan. We're trying to be reasonable. We're trying to bring balanced leadership to this.
Things seem tenuous, David Speirs, but thanks for your time today.
Thank you.